Yes, my people sitting here right now. I got the man, the myth, the legend, the Archer of Infamy, Damian Priest. Can I still call you the Archer of Infamy? Is that still cool, man?
I will always and forever be the Archer of Infamy.
I got my wife sitting next to me, man. Before we get down to brass tacks, brother, you watch the Super Bowl, man?
Of course.
Did you feel that game was dictated by a final call? I'm curious.
I always say this. Look, if you're gonna say that the whole game came down to that one play, come on, because then you could go back from the beginning. Like, well, if they did this play, they wouldn't even be in that predicament. So it sucks and it was unfortunate, especially when it happened. But the whole game could have been played better, and then they wouldn't have been in that position. The whole second half, the Eagles could have came out differently, and they would have not been in that position. I think Kansas City came out on fire in the second half, and it is what it is.
Yeah, I think that's what changed the game, and I think it's easy to point to that, especially if it's a team that you're going for and it's taking the L. But you start doing that, we start going down the rabbit hole of like holds and calls and miss this. And stuff, we start doing that, brother. We gonna take away a whole lot of Super Bowls from a whole lot of people.
Exactly. I'm being from New York. Maybe I also am saying that because I really didn't mind it too much.
See, I knew what this was really about, man. We talking about this a little bit of Giants, you know what I mean? This NFC East talk right now, brother.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, my brother, like I said, I appreciate you for joining us, man. I wanted to get your thoughts on the Judgment Day. I want to get your thoughts on you having that United States Championship Elimination Chamber match with a whole cast of characters from Theory to Seth to Tez and Johnny Gargano and you're up in there. My brother, what's going on? What's your thoughts right now as you get closer to this match and you potentially being United States champion?
Man, I'm hyped. I think the last few weeks, I think I've been showing the WWE Universe what I can do in the ring, whether it's wrestling for an hour and still being able to pull it out or just having really good matches against different people with different styles and adapting. I know what I can do. So I'm just glad that I've been gaining a chance once again to showcase. And now here we are in a match that I'm excited for. When it comes to a little bit of violence, I'm always a little hyped for that. So you put me in this pod cell thing, with group of intelligent and like incredibly talented human beings. I look forward to just smashing and beating the hell out of everybody.
You never disappoint.
Never. So speaking of that, though, where do you feel you are right now in your career? And you know your journey, and your journey is documented. But for those that don't know, the road that took you to get to where you are and the position that you're in, where do you feel Damian Priest is right now? How much do you feel you still need to accomplish as far as your career as a professional wrestler?
Oh, as far as my career and like the way I am and always striving for more, tomorrow I want more than I had today, and like that. So with that mentality, I haven't achieved anything yet, anything that I want, realistically. Like there's so many more things, there's so many things that can happen. So, and I want it all. So where I am, I'm at a good place right now, but I'm nowhere near where I'm gonna be or where I need to be.
So with that being said, we're talking about WWE champion. We're talking about being
about everything.
He said everything.
It all.
Listen, girl, I'm trying to get him on record.
All of it.
I'm trying to get him on record, girl. Listen.
Yeah, I want all the championships. I want all the big time matchups. I want the Romans. I want the Codys. I want it all. You know what I mean? And I know I have to earn that. So it's just a matter of just keep on, moving up this ladder, keep climbing, and again, just trying to achieve more every chance I get.
Yeah, you said you want the Romans, you want the Codys. Can you? I'm at the pivot right now, man. This wasn't even another damn thing, but this how we do it. Can you talk to me about Roman Reigns, man? Truly, like this is sidebar, but because let's be real, Mr. Priest, sir. People like to pretend like everyone was on the Roman train now, because now it's fashionable. You know what I mean? People like the fans out there like to pretend like Roman was their number one person ever, but he wasn't. So now that he's dominant and embroiled in this incredible storyline and the best he's ever been. But from your perspective, you being in the locker room, you doing the collar and elbow and stuff like that, what have you seen from Roman Reigns that makes him so dominant, kind sir?
Number one, he weathered the storm. He took his licks, whether it was from fans or, talent, whatever, and he never wavered. He never stopped, believing in himself, and never stopped betting on himself, and never stopped improving. And now we're seeing the culmination of all of it. He, everything he bottled in and everything that he improved on. Now he gets to showcase and put it all in one pot right now, and that's what you're seeing. That's why he is at the best Roman Reigns right now that he's ever been. It's because of that. And you know, as a fan, it's cool to see. You know, obviously I'm a competitor, so I want what he's got, and I'm
Of course.
at some point I'm gonna have to come for it.
Yeah.
But as a fan, which I still very much am, it is so cool to see, you know, just again, because it's not just somebody who was handed stuff. You know, he went out there and he earned it, and he turned around his own perception and what people thought of him and everything. He made people understand, like, that's not who I am, but I'm going to show you who I am, you know, and you're going to have to eat it, and whether you like it or not. And he did, and well, he's the champ.
Absolutely. And speaking of a group and a faction that people were not on board with in the beginning, the Judgment Day. Now, like I told you, it's easy to act like you like something when it starts popping. You know what I mean? But I'm all up on the internet, Damian Priest. I be reading what people been saying about the Judgment Day in its inception, in the beginning. Now it's one of the hottest factions in the business. We got Priest, and we got my man called Fergalicious, Finn Balor. We got Miss Rhea. We got Dom, who's running amok all over the place. So talk to me about that progression and that rise of the Judgment Day, and why is it such a dominant faction, and why do you feel it's caught on?
Well, you take a group of individuals who all think alike, and we all strive for more. We want more. We need more. We have to have more. And just like Roman, we weathered the storm. We knew what the opinions were going to be. We knew the question marks. We knew all of it, like, going in, and it was all a matter of, who cares? We're going to do this our way, and if it fails our way, and we're okay with that too. But there was no way it was going to fail. You know, not with Finn Balor, Rhea Ripley, Dominik Mysterio. Are you kidding me? Like, these incredibly talented people, it's just out of this world.
So, and yourself, obviously.
You know, I'll let you guys, you know, put me over.
We'll put you over.
Put him over, girl. Damn it, that's why I brought you here. But listen,
all right, fair enough.
But brother, no, seriously, it's good to see, and it's even in me and even myself in the beginning. You know, when things get presented to me, especially in the industry, you know, I try to take it in and let it evolve and let it develop and let it see what it was. You know, a la the New Day, when they first started, I didn't know what it was going to become. You know what I mean? So the Judgment Day, I didn't know what it was going to become based on how you guys are progressing. So many great individual talents, and you got the young buck that has a father in the position he's in, and then
trying to make a name.
Yeah, so like it's just interesting to see. And what are you one of those things, you know, like great bands and groups, you know, they go solo every now and again. Are you comfortable in this group right now? Is it just a point in your life that you're just going to roll with and still be able to do that, drop that solo album every now and again? Or you just in the faction, you know what I mean?
No. So we're not married to each other, you know what I mean? Like, we're friends, we're a group, we have a common goal, and we support each other. You know, but that's not to say we're all not gonna, you know, we're all gonna do our individual stuff. Right. Rhea Ripley is going to win the SmackDown's women's championship on her own. You know, I can't hold that title for her. So, and she's gonna do it. You know, she's gonna do it. I have no doubt in my mind that she's gonna succeed. So that's her thing. You know, and we'll just be there to support her. But that'll be her solo part. You know, when need be, the Judgment Day is always gonna be a unit. You know, but when we have to do things on our own, we can too, and we'll just be happy for each other. So yeah, that's Damian Priest is still Damian Priest for the name, right? You know, but I have a good group around me that can help me get to where I want to be.
Let's talk about Bobby, man. Let's talk about Miss Rhea. You know what I mean? Rhea, you know, listen, she's already had championships. She's, to me, one of the best to do it already, and she's like 6 years old, Damien. You know what I mean? Rhea Ripley like 5.5, man. You know what I mean? So she gonna be around for a while. She's made this transition where she's a different type of person. You know what I mean? And man, and listen, I know you guys are close. Like, for real. Like, what is it like seeing her? We already know what she's capable of, but you look at it from a different lens. What's it like seeing Rhea doing what she's doing right now?
I'm a proud friend. You know what I mean? Like, that's my homie, and it's seeing her finally let loose. You know, she obviously, like, to your point, she accumulated so many championships and accolades already, and she was just in handcuffs. Now she's letting loose, so she's not even to where she's gonna be, which is, again, to your point, at her age, that this is crazy to think all the things that she's gonna be able to accomplish. Like, what can't she? what can't she accomplish, by when it's all said and done. And by then she will have been completely, you'll see the best version of her. Right now she's just getting there, which is crazy. And I'm just happy I'm able to be alongside her and be a part of the ride,
What go ahead, baby.
I was like, I would be remiss if I didn't do this. We, obviously
Do
we
it.
love Rhea as well. And I have to do it. My best friend Veronica loves her. So if you just tell her Veronica said, hey, what's up? She'll be like, what did you do?
She'll be like, okay, cool. Let's just you got to take your moments while you have them. You know what I mean? Shout out to Veronica. So so I was when I think about certain things though, Priest, as far as just how you guys operate, how you are as a professional, and like I said, the things that you represent, and I see Dom coming along and Dom doing his thing, and I'm just gonna run down the line, bro. Like, what are you thinking about Dom and how he's developed? Because I think a lot of people didn't realize what they were gonna get out of him, because when you have someone that's great as a dad or a mother or a family member, you always by default live in their shadow. So what do you think about how he's trying to carve out his own legacy away from his dad?
Yeah, Dom was the cute kid, Rey Mysterio's son.
Right.
He's there, it's cool. And now he smacked everybody in the mouth, and I love it. He's out here doing his thing, getting one of the biggest reactions, whether it's boos or it doesn't matter. He's getting one of the biggest reactions of anybody on this roster, and that's WWE roster.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, that'll tell you everything you need to know about where he's at and what I think of him. Like, it's awesome. Like he's another one getting to showcase his talents and not be overshadowed. Now we're all equals, so he gets to showcase just as much as the rest of us do, and it's awesome. And I love having him by the side. And we were cool before, but now obviously we've become close boys. I just spent a weekend with him and casinos and whatever, and it was awesome just seeing him just chilling. And I'm like, man, that's my dude, and him be a star, because that's the one thing. He was the son of a star. Now he's his own star.
Indeed.
And another one that I'm proud of.
So Mr. Priest, what would you say to the people out there? This ain't me, man. I'm telling you, we remote, so I can't. I fear you less because we remote. You know what I mean? But listen, what do you say to the people that your tactics are questionable? The Judgment Day's tactics are a little questionable. Hey, y'all, how y'all move and how y'all operate. This ain't coming from me, man. This is coming from a third party. I just want to get you on record. What do you say about y'all's tactics ain't on the up and up when y'all operate in the ring?
People complain about it. Do something. Come at it. Do something about it, right?
I was like, this is the Kick Rocks podcast. You can tell them all to Kick Rocks.
Kick Rocks. This is the well.
I have no issue with our tactics. I don't think Finn Balor, Dominik Mysterio, or Rhea Ripley have an issue with our tactics. They seem to be working just fine. Rhea Ripley just won the Royal Rumble. She's gonna win another championship at WrestleMania, guaranteed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna win a United States championship. Finn Balor is gonna do away with Edge. Dominik's gonna do away with his dad. We're doing our own thing. We're doing just fine with the way we do things. So why would we change? You don't like it? Kick rocks.
Yeah.
It's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
Yes.
Well, what you got for Priest, baby? What you got for Priest, man?
No, just some side questions. They're not very important, but I like to know.
Yeah, get it in mind, the Priest.
So according to WWE.com, you do have an extensive knowledge of martial arts. If you didn't know, Evan Mack here is also, he's a martial art mark, as well.
Crazy.
But I want to know, who's your favorite martial artist, or is it like a group of people?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I just want to know.
Oh, dude, give me your Rushmore though. Give me like your top four. Yeah, give me your top four martial artists of all time.
Well, first, like one of the biggest inspirations was Bruce Lee. Like that guy.
Undeniable.
I mean, there's no mixed martial arts without Bruce Lee. Like, he's incredible, like journeyman and inspiring. Just the idea of being told no. He didn't even grasp the concept of no. Like, I can't do that. What does that mean? I can't do that. And then he just would do it anyway, and beat people up while doing it. It's awesome, like he just broke barriers, and there's a lot of us, that live better because of the path and the road that he paved. You know what I mean? Wow. So he's number one. Mm-hmm. My father trained me, so it'd be kind of hard not to put him there.
That's what's up.
So he trained a traditional Japanese martial arts from somebody that trained in Japan. You know, like he trained
Wow.
traditionally, and that's what he instilled into me. So he's up there too. But then from there, I mean, man, it's kind of hard. Like Royce Gracie, you know, he
Wow.
without him, I don't know if UFC is. I think UFC still would have been fine, but
Wow.
he definitely helped expedite the process of putting that
100%.
business on the map. You know, Royce Gracie. So I got those three. Man, if I had to put another, it's hard because there's so many incredible martial artists in the
It
world.
really is,
It
man.
really is.
Man, John Jones is another one that
Oh.
it's you. I see him and I'm like, forget his personal life. Like
Yeah, that's neither here nor there,
on the mat, this guy, like it's unreal.
bro.
Yeah. So I go with him, which is crazy, but
It's your list, baby.
I
This
know,
is
yeah,
again.
yeah.
Nah.
you know, I've never actually been asked this question. That's a good one because I've never been asked the martial artists, you know, Mount Rushmore. That one's a little hard for me, and it's my personal list. Obviously, there's tons of hundreds of
Yeah,
thousands
That's what
of
we wanted to know.
incredible
Your
fighters in
personal
the
list.
world that I could flip flop and interchange with anybody, you know, except for Bruce Lee.
Yeah,
But-
Bruce Lee movie. So Bruce,
like-
so
you're
Bruce
like right
Lee, your dad, Royce Gracie, and the great John Jones. Man, that's an
I love that your
eclectic
dad
list.
was on.
Yeah, put my daddy on there. Daddy
That's
taught
amazing.
me. That's what I'm talking about. What you got
Yeah.
for Priest?
I was a
No,
two-time
wait, wait.
national champion in fighting in New York. So if I did that with his training, you know, and that was only a few years of training with him, I could imagine it. You know, imagine what he could have done if
Man,
UFC
that
was
is
around earlier.
It's crazy,
So
bro.
cool. Well, this kind of goes. My next thing was it actually goes to is that hat blinging? Is it shine? As like because it looks like it's blinging. It's fantastic.
I think it's lighting in here, but
I think
you know, but you know,
I was like,
it
but
works
goes,
though, right?
It
Yeah, I
rock.
was
He,
like,
he
it's
rocking
just
it. Yo, he
rocking it,
rocking
yeah.
it.
But it
Yeah.
goes along with that. You know, with your Puerto Rican heritage, have you ever tried to push like Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory. Have you ever tried to push like a live show there? You know, maybe
Yeah.
Bad Bunny show up with you again or
like a premium live event.
something? You know, come on.
What are you thinking about?
We've had some conversations, and
Mm.
I was like, yeah. I'm like, we're going to Puerto Rico.
yeah, I'll just keep it at stay tuned. Yeah,
All right. I ain't gonna mess around with. Listen, okay. Speaking of Puerto Rico, man, we was at this. Man, one of my closest people. We were at a party, right? We were at a Mexican party. My girl Destiny, her man Jordan, one of my close friends, and her son. She got a little Gabriel, right? I'm going somewhere with this. I swear. Stay with me on this one. So we got my boy Puerto Rican dude. His name's Pedro. You know. So Pedro's there, right? We're all hanging out. You know, it's a nice party. A whole bunch of people hanging out, eating good food. Then all of a sudden, Damian Priest, the conversation came up between Puerto Rican cuisine and Mexican cuisine.
Oh, it got real.
And Lord have mercy. Like I'm an innocent bystander. I'm just sitting back. So Pedro, very nice gentleman, Pedro said Puerto Rican food is superior to Mexican food. Proceeded the little child Gabriel, jumped up out of his seat, ran around the place because it was so disrespectful that they would disrespect his food. So Damian Priest, right now, what's better, Puerto Rican food or Mexican food? What say you, sir?
I'm Puerto Rican. What do you think I'm going to say? Of course, it's Puerto Rican food.
I don't think you never know.
But we know what we know based on our upbringings and our cultures. So for me, of course, Puerto Rican food is always going to be number one to me. You know, don't get me wrong. I love me some good Mexican.
You too.
I love me some good spicy margaritas. But my Boricua food is what it is.
That's what Pedro was like, though. Pedro was like, listen, with all due respect.
Yeah, like he just made me feel bad because like I'm Filipino, but Japanese food is my favorite.
That's what I'm saying, though. She's Filipino, but she betrayed her people and goes with Japanese food, man.
I mean, it's right below it, like it's like
Unbelievable, man. That's why I asked the question, because some people, like my wife, disrespects her cuisine. I
love it.
but I was curious. I was curious to see what you said, because it was very hotly contested, and I'm an innocent bystander. So let me get another Puerto Rican's opinion. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's 100% of Puerto Rican food.
Let's go. Well, my brother, I appreciate you taking the time, man. You know I do, and thank you for really taking time out of your day to talk to me for a little bit and spend a little time with us, bro.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, brother.